Every developer, every creator knows this feeling. You've been on a quest, weeks, maybe months, spent forging this incredible application. It's fast, it's clean, it's perfect. You're ready to show it to the world, and then you hear it. That soul-crushing phrase, the legendary curse that haunts us all. Yep, there it is. The phrase that means your masterpiece, so flawless in the safety of your own computer, has just completely fallen apart on someone else's. But you know what? This isn't just a bug. This is the call to adventure. This is the start of your real quest to finally bridge that gap between your world and the world of production. All right, hero, your training begins now. See, the path to getting your app out there is guarded by two ancient beasts. Two deployment dragons that every single one of us has to face. And if you want to defeat a dragon, you first have to understand it. Your first opponent? I call it the chaos of dependencies. Picture this. On your machine, everything's great. It's a peaceful kingdom. You've got Java 17, all the right libraries. You're on your trusty Mac OS. But the production server? Oh, that's a totally different world. It's a harsh Linux environment running a different version of Java, and half the tools you need are just missing. Your app is a stranger in a strange land, and it just can't survive. And if you manage to get past that first dragon, you've got another one waiting for you, the Clash of the Titans. You see, servers are these huge, powerful machines built to run lots of apps at once. But when you put your app on there with others, they start to fight. They're all battling for the same memory, the same disk space, and it creates absolute chaos. They were never meant to share a battlefield without some rules. So, wounded but not defeated, you start looking for a weapon. And you find one, a powerful but really cumbersome solution, a suit of heavy armor known as the virtual machine. So what is a virtual machine, or a VM? Well, it's kind of like building a whole separate fortress-like computer inside the main server. It gets its own operating system, its own dedicated resources, everything. It promises perfect isolation, a private little kingdom where your app can rule totally untouched by the chaos outside. But here's the catch. This armor is heavy, seriously heavy. Each VM needs its own full copy of an entire operating system, which makes it super slow to start up and incredibly hungry for resources. It gives you protection, for sure, but it costs you a ton. It slows you down, it drains your energy. It's a powerful weapon, but it's not elegant. It's not the path to true mastery. Exhausted from lugging around this clunky armor, you just know there has to be a better way. And so your search leads you to a legendary artifact. A scroll that promises to completely change the nature of your quest. You knew it. You knew there had to be a more elegant technique out there, a power that could give you all the perfect isolation of that heavy VM armor, but with the lightweight speed of a true master. And this is your breakthrough moment. You unroll the scroll, and the name on it is Docker. This isn't just another tool. It's a revolutionary new power. It's a platform that promises to package up your application and its entire world, every single dependency, into one consistent lightweight unit that can run totally unchanged, absolutely anywhere. And this right here illustrates the difference perfectly. A VM is like building a whole new house from the foundation up for every single guest you have. Yeah, it's isolated, but it's incredibly inefficient. A Docker container, on the other hand, that's like giving each guest a perfectly equipped, private, soundproof room inside the same house. They all share the same foundation, the host OS, but they live in complete isolation from each other. It's lightweight, it's fast, and it's so much more efficient. So you've discovered this new power, but to truly wield it, you have to become an initiate. You have to learn the three fundamental techniques, the three sacred arts that form the foundation of Docker mastery. The first art you've got to master is the Docker file. Think of this as your spellbook, your incantation. It's literally just a text file where you write down step by step the recipe for your app's perfect world. Use this operating system, install these dependencies, copy this code. You're writing the blueprint. Now, when you perform the ritual written in your Docker file, you forge something new, a Docker image. This is the second art. This is the spell itself. It's the sealed magical package, a single file that contains your application and its entire universe. And the best part, it's perfectly portable. You can take this spell and cast it anywhere. The final art is the Docker container. This is what happens when you actually cast the spell, when you run the image. You create a container. This is the magic circle. It's the live, running environment where your application comes to life, totally isolated and protected from everything else. This is the goal of your quest, finally realized. Okay, so you get the theory now, right? You understand the sacred arts, but now it's time to actually put them into practice. To complete your training, you have to learn the final ritual that brings it all together. So listen close, because this is the whole game right here. It all comes down to a simple 3-step ritual. First, you write your Docker file. That's the incantation. Second, you build your image from that file. That's you forging the spell. And third, you run the image to create a container, and that's you casting the magic circle. That's it. That's the path from code to victory. And with these arts mastered, those deployment dragons, they're gone, vanquished. It works on my machine is no longer a curse. It's a promise. It's a promise that it's going to work everywhere. You have officially leveled up. This new power means you can develop faster, your team can collaborate without headaches, and deployments, they just work. The knowledge is now yours. You've read the scroll. But look, true mastery only comes from practice. So now, your quest is to take this power and use it. Go containerize your own creations. Start small. Take a simple Hello World app and seal it in a container. Go on, go forth, and level up your skills.